I'm Cole,
And I'm Rachel.
and here's to passing through. This is gonna be our. It's not a podcast.
I would say lifestyle vlog is what I've been calling it. That sounds a little pretentious, but you know
It
what
sounds
I mean.
very pretentious. It's gonna be us talking to you,
About what we're doing with our lives.
which might not sound that interesting initially, but we got some stuff going on.
But we gotta tell you what we're doing. So a little bit about us, backstory. Take it back 11 years.
Ooh.
We met in Florida. Then a few years later, traveled across the country.
Yep.
And moved to the Pacific Northwest.
Yep.
Where we reside currently.
With our 3 dogs, and we have decided to move to New Zealand.
Cat's out of the bag.
Yeah, so we're gonna go to New Zealand, and it has been a process. We are now 1 month out. Exactly. So the original plan to get to New Zealand was a 3 to 5 year plan.
I was going to start school in August here in Washington State, and I was going to get my bachelor's of accountancy. I had just wrapped up my AA, and we were just going to hang out here in our house with our dogs until I was able to get a degree and we could move to New Zealand on a worker's visa. I was going to try to get a job over there and get us into the country.
We decided to really up the timeline for various reasons, which we can get into at a later date.
Yeah.
But for now, let's say we decided to GTFO and go a lot faster. So now the new original plan was
to go over there for me to go to school for a bachelor's of accountancy. Why not get into the country, get my degree there. Study abroad, if you will. And then I can get a job and do the same thing we were going to do before, but I've gotten my degree over there.
So she applied for a visa, got accepted, got her visa.
Well, I applied for school and got accepted.
Yes, got accepted, but then also shortly after applied for the visa and immediately got accepted.
Yeah, there was definitely a lag there because there's a lot of paperwork and things that you have to gather to apply for your visa.
But it was all really fast.
It was.
That first time was very fast. And then I applied for my visa, which would be attached to her visa, and I could get a work visa on her student visa. Until, I got a chest x-ray, and then they told me they needed a full medical, and I went and got the full medical.
And mind you, getting medical exams for this, you have to go to a specific doctor that is certified to do these things for immigration specifically.
And none of these things are exactly cheap.
Or close by. I mean, for us, we got lucky and we could go to Seattle, but some people have to fly across the country or different parts of the country to get these medical exams. So it's not an easy feat to get a chest x-ray and then followed by finding out later that you then also need the general medical exam that you could have just gotten the first time you were there, but you didn't know you needed.
But then tell us until later. So that's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine until I send the full medical, and they denied me. They said, no, that visa's not going to work. Long story short, the major that Rachael had applied for had other stipulations attached to it that basically said, no, we don't know for sure that you're going to make enough money after this. There's a salary stipulation. So Rachael changed her major.
Well, my favorite part of that you gloss over was that Cole's denial letter came on the night that we were closing on our house. Like, we were literally selling our house.
That's true.
And it was the last night that we had moved everything out. We had just worked all weekend to get everything done. And we're sitting.
I kind of blocked that out.
Yeah, you were sitting on the couch. I was doing something in the back room.
You were taking a shower.
We were living, we're living with our friends right now. Shout out Amy Melissa. Thanks for letting us live with you. And you got an email that night, and you were so pumped because you thought when I got out of the shower, you were going to tell me.
I was going to be able to tell her, oh my God, my visa got approved. But instead, she came out of the shower, walked out here, and I am in full dissociated mode, just staring at my email like, and I just handed her the phone. That said I had gotten denied.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I glossed over it because I think I forgot about that part. I think I blocked that all out.
It's a strong core memory for me now.
Yeah.
So we immediately go into problem-solving mode. Like, what does this mean? Well,
Please excuse this temporary interruption while our dogs bark incessantly in the background.
we needed to figure out what we were going to do. Well, at first we were in a little bit of denial and we thought that they were wrong.
Yeah, no, I definitely thought they were wrong because Rachel's really good at paperwork and reading up on stipulations about things, and it took a minute for us to figure out what was wrong.
I checked several times that we ticked all the boxes. So what had happened was, my goal was to get my accountancy degree, and then
and pivot to...
I'm now going to... This is my favorite thing to say now. I've pivoted from a bachelor's of accountancy to a bachelor's of construction in quantity surveying.
Which means?
It is estimating, budgeting, and project managing a construction build.
Which also means hashtag hard hat.
Yes, I'm going to be.
Tradie.
Yes. I'm actually really pumped on it. That does also come with a location switch. We were previously planning on going to Palmerston North, New Zealand. But this program is offered in Auckland, so we will be moving north. And it is the biggest city in New Zealand, so we are going to be living that city life.
That New Zealand city life. So that is now the current hopeful plan, but we're waiting to get stuff back for Rachael to get her new visa approved, because we're waiting on some paperwork. When you get a student visa, it's very specifically attached to the major and the school that you're going to. So we're waiting to finish that. With that paperwork, then I can hopefully get my visa.
So we both reapplied, and then it was Christmas, and they have great work-life balance, so lots of people were on vacation or
still
not even
on vacation.
in the office. So we finally started getting some movement last week. They asked for some updated paperwork for your visa. They asked for some updated paperwork for my visa. I'm waiting on the school to get me that paperwork so I can submit it to immigration. Like, literally any minute now my phone could go off and that paperwork could come through.
Let's hope.
We submit that, and hopefully that gets us to the next phase, whether that be more document requests or approval letters, we don't know. But we're hopeful that we're almost there, seeing as we're 31 days out from departure.
1 month out. So what are we doing in this next month? Crossing our fingers.
Working.
Yes.
My full-time job. I work part-time still. And then we're doing dog things. We're doing packing things. We're doing...
It's going to be us.
Selling things.
A couple luggages, 3 dogs, a wing and a prayer, in 31 days getting on a plane to New Zealand.
I want to see what our predictions are right now for luggage. Then on day of, I want to know how many luggage we ended up with.
I have been saying, I don't know why, but I've been assuming that we're each going to have a total of 3 luggages each.
Okay, so is that like...
That doesn't include the backpack.
The personal carry-on
The personal carry-on is not included. But
so then
the carry-on on the
carry-on
plane...
and 2 luggage.
And then 2 checked luggages per is what I'm thinking is going to happen.
What sizes are the checked ones?
I don't think that really matters. 50 pounds or less.
True that.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you think?
I think the same thing.
Yeah?
Mainly because that's what's included in our ticket, so I ain't trying to pay for more.
The accountant in her says that's all that's going.
The budget says we paid for that in our ticket, and that's what we're going to figure out how to make happen.
Yeah. So we're hoping, no matter what we're going, basically. 1 month out, we're going no matter what. Whether it's plan A, B, C, A 1.0, B 2.0.
We've sold almost everything, so really all that's coming is clothes.
Yeah, we've sold our house. We have to sell our cars. But we're taking the dogs with us, which that's a whole different video. It is a whole pain, video. But that's a bunch of money and a bunch of paperwork and a bunch of wow. But then we get there, and our new plan now, since we're not going to be in Palmerston North, we're going to be in Auckland, is we're going to live in a van.
We're going to go the camper van life.
Camper van route.
Pretty accessible over there in New Zealand, mainly for backpackers and vacationers, but living in it is not outside of the realm of possibilities, so...
And that's why we're basically starting this not vlog talking to people thing, is we plan on having some fun adventures and living the camper van life and roaming around in New Zealand, and we plan to be passing through many areas, so we are going to be calling this 2 passing through. The number 2 passing through, and we have no idea where this is going, but this is the start. And
oh God,
we hope you are along the ride for the middle. And along for the ride?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that. We hope you're along for the ride. If you have any questions, there's a lot going on to try to emigrate. So
yeah, there is a laundry list of videos we can make on this process. So
totally. So if you have any questions, let us know, and we will keep you updated. And we are cheers to passing through.
13 going minutes? On YouTube.
That's way too long. I mean, like, you're gonna watch something for 13 minutes?
I mean, if it's a subject I'm interested in,
Oh.
or people I'm interested in, yes.
Yeah, I don't know for either of those yet.